Hi, I'm Jan Market, and I'm here to show you a new style of book report where we're creating an actual plot summary using Weebly. Okay, the first thing I do whenever I have my kids do this, we set up the header with pictures, like this one's for To Kill a Mockingbird, with different pictures that pertain to the story. They find a cover of the story, of the book, the novel that they've read, and put that on their homepage with a brief summary of what the book's about. Then I have them go ahead and fill out a plot summary page where they put the Freytag pyramid as well as definitions for each part of the pyramid. Then each page coincides with the Freytag pyramid. So on the exposition page, since the exposition is the setting and the characters, we have the setting, and then I have them include vokies, or they can use a blabberize, any type of where they create the character in the story. And I'll have them do at least 3 of those, usually more like 4, to get the main characters. Then they go through with their rising action, the next segment, and here they can use actual toon-dos where they create the different segments. This one is where Burris is in the classroom, the first day of school with Scout. They can add that in there, and then they give me a brief summary of the things that I need to know in order to make sense of their picture. Okay, you can also have them simply find a picture that pertains to it and then explain another scene in the story. Under the climax, of course, there's only one climax. They decide that. And again, I've chosen to have a toon-do. Kids seem to really like toon-do, and then they can put those in there. Once you click on them, you can set it up so that they'll get bigger instead of having them all in tiny form or use up the whole page. Falling action, again, is going to have one selection here and explain what it is. Conflict and resolution. I always have the kids not only give a conflict and resolution, but they also have to tell me what it is. They have to classify it as man versus himself, man versus man, or man versus nature. After they've classified it, then they've finished up their book report. Then now I'll show you briefly how to edit these and to create pages and so on. I'm going to go back to my edit website, and here's what your page looks like. When you want to add pages, you're simply going to go up here to pages, and over here is where you would add it. So here I'm just going to add a sample. I'm going to use a standard page, and you can see it says here is the new page, but here's where I name it. So I'm just going to put the word sample in here, and I'll delete it later. Save and edit, and then it'll take me straight to the page. And here's my page. So it tells you in the center of the screen, all you have to do is take one of the elements from over here and bring it over. So if I wanted to put an image and text, so I'm going to put my my cartoon and then add text to it. Here's where I'd simply upload the image from my computer, and I'm just going to choose one real quick from the computer. I don't have a whole lot to choose from on this computer, but let's take this one from Oedipus Rex. And I can add this to it. And then it tells me just click here. It gives me my standard toolbar. I can add links to different websites so easily. I just simply put my URL in here and it gives me that. We're not going to put one in right now, so we'll close that. Then it has just your standard toolbar for text. Here's your undo and redo. So in here, I'm just going to type in Oedipus. Oedipus Rex. I can change the color of it. Let's see, we'll put it in red here. Had a troubled life. And that's very, very simple. There's some really neat things you can do. You can add slideshows. You can add just the title. If I want to put a title on here, I'm going to drag it over, put it where I want it. I want it before that. It'll load it, and then I can just put it in here. It already puts the size and everything in it. It'll bold it for you. Very, very simple thing to do. If the kids wanted to add a slideshow to tell the entire story, if you had them do a presentation to show more than one, they could use that. And this is real simple again. You're just going to position it, and I can go through. I'm just going to put a simple slideshow and continue. And then it'll open up so that I can select my pictures from my computer. You can see down at the bottom, if I want to do more than one at a time, it's very simple to do. Let's just open up the sample pictures since I don't have much on here. Open up the sample pictures. And let's see. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like flowers. I'll put those in there. And I'm going to hold down my control key so I get a couple of them at once. Oh, and koalas are always cute, so we'll add those in there. Click my open, and you'll see that all those files will come in automatically. And our pictures are coming up. And they'll be in the slideshow. It'll take just a few seconds. You can see under each one, you can put a link to it. You can put some wording with it. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it. If you don't like the picture, delete it. Click Save. And there's our slideshow. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. So get creative and let the kids really explore what Weebly's about and create a different kind of book report that you'll actually enjoy grading. Thanks a lot and have fun with your Weeblies.